Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Trevor with Maker Experiment, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a little trip. This is going to be a sponsored video by Epilog Laser. I'll talk about them later in the video. But what we're going to do is go to IKEA. We're going to find some items that we can customize with the laser and show you things that you could make with that and then sell as a product. So without further ado, let's get on the road and head to IKEA. CNC cut, but it does look cool. Maybe we can make one on the laser. Obligatory serving tray. May have to get one of those. This one. I think we'll go ahead and try this one. So these are engraved, but we can engrave some names on the back because the back is blank. So we're gonna get one of those too. This isn't a bad idea for storage of stuff because it's pretty cheap and a lot less work than making one yourself. Nice stand for books. Get one of those. All right, it is the next day. We went to IKEA yesterday, grabbed a bunch of stuff. So first off, thank you to Epilog for sponsoring the video. They actually paid for all of the supplies that I purchased. I am going to be using it on the Epilog Fusion Maker here in a second, at least a couple of them. But look in the description below for the links to the machinery that I am using. If you are interested, the Maker, I would say, is a great machine if you're getting started on a business and you want to be running this as a business. It is a great tool. It can make a ton of stuff. So I'm going to highlight that with some of the stuff that I bought. The whole premise of the things that I bought were kind of twofold. One side of it was items that I could buy, customize, and then sell, and show you some of those things. And then the other side was things that I could use for the business and organization and things like that, where you may not want to put in a ton of effort on the side of the business, but you could use things off the shelf, customize them just a little bit, and then have them as a great thing on hand. So that's the premise behind the trip to IKEA. And the reason I chose IKEA is they do have a lot of affordable things like cutting boards and knives and spoons and glasses and things like that, where you can get onesie twosie things and try them out and test things. And you could buy a lot of something if you want as well. They are reasonably priced for a lot of this stuff. So you could go buy things, customize them, and then sell them on Etsy or your own website or whatever it may be. And if you don't have, wholesale accounts or vendor accounts, things like that, it is a great way to get products. And you can get a lot of it in bulk because they have a ton of it there. So let me show you what I bought real quick, and then we will take 2 of the items that I bought and customize them here in the video. All right, so here are a lot of the items, and then I also have some things down there that I'll go over here in a second. But we have things like chopsticks. They are pre-engraved, but you can flip them around, put names on them, things like that. Smaller cheese boards, cutting board, there's little coasters, there's a bunch of glasses, things like this, like jars that you can customize. Put names on them, use them for the house. Tea and coffee containers. This is actually a serving tray underneath that is bamboo. There's also a Lazy Susan here. I actually got this because you can do product photography or videos with this by putting your product on here and slowly spinning it around while you video. There are wooden spoons, both walnut and I think this is just kind of some regular wood. They didn't really have it listed, but all of these are in the videos as well. They had a set of knives that are coated black, so I was going to try to engrave these, see if you can customize some knives as a custom knife set. And then things like a tablet stand that you can customize, or cookbook stand, whatever you want to use it for. And this is actually a food container. You can take this lid off and it's got 4 compartments in it. You can do, I think this is actually related to Chinese New Year, but I thought it looked cool, and you can use this for organization. I also have a magnetic board here. So this is a little bit thicker. It won't fit on the Maker, but it would fit on, say, the Fusion 24. And it could be something that you print on. I also found a set of 6 wine glasses, some champagne glasses. There's a little cart organizer thing that we also got. And then here, this is meant to be something like a parts organizer, or if you have supplies. This is a great way to do it because I think I paid 25 bucks maybe for it. If I were to make that, it would probably take a ton more time to design, and I might do that in the future anyway. But you can customize it, organize stuff in it, and it's really cheap. Those are the things that I purchased while I was at IKEA. There's a lot of different stuff, and when I use it, I will do my best to put what it is from IKEA in the description. The thing about the IKEA stuff is it may not stay in stock for a long time depending on what it is. So if you are relying on making products from it, at least find something somewhat comparable elsewhere as well as a backup option in case they sell out of it. But there's a lot of different things. The ones I'm going to do in the video are champagne glasses and wine glasses, because these are 2 things that I see selling all the time because of either weddings or parties, whatever it may be. These seem to be 2 very popular things. So the champagne glasses are called the Storzini, which I don't know if you can see that spelling. These were $21.99 for 6 of them. And then the wine glass is the Svalka. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. There's the name. These were $9.99. These were before taxes. So not too expensive, reasonable for what you're getting at least. The reason I want to try these as something you can customize is they seem like fairly cheap glass, but they are hopefully going to engrave well. Because the cheaper the glass, the better it actually laser engraves. I would say that sandblasting is definitely the way to customize glasses. But if you have not watched my video on how to engrave glasses, check that out. I'll leave a card up in the top, because there's a specific way to get good results on glass using a laser that will definitely be something that you can still sell to people. So I've already got designs mocked up. This one's going to be just a saying that says it's wine time. The other one's going to be initials with a little bit of a floral-y look because it's meant to be more for a wedding style. So I'm just gonna laser engrave them. I'm not gonna go through the full design because, as I said, I did a video on that I will leave the card for. But let's go engrave them and then I'll show you what they look like afterwards and we'll wrap it up. I just finished customizing the two glasses. They turned out really well. So here is the first one. There you go. So it did engrave really nicely. So these glasses do work pretty well. And then the champagne glass is this one. So they look really nice. So for less than $4 for the champagne glass and for less than like $2 for the wine glass, you can get some glasses to practice with and customize just going to IKEA. And you can probably find similar glasses to these at glass suppliers where you have to buy larger quantities. But there's something that you can practice with, try out, and see how it works out. One thing I do when I go to stores, regardless of where it is, it could be IKEA, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, whatever. I look for things that can be customized while I'm there because sometimes it is quicker and cheaper to buy something off the shelf and customize it rather than trying to make it yourself and then customizing it. And honestly, your customers aren't going to know the difference. So definitely keep an eye out for all of those things, especially sale items. You can do limited runs of things too. You can sell, 10 of something if they only have 10 available and then never carry it again. And sometimes that scarcity actually helps sell things as well. I do want to mention that I did buy a lot of stuff from IKEA in this video, but it's not all engraved in this video. And that's because I'm going to make a second video highlighting more of the products. If you have ideas for things that you want to see on some of these products that I showed, leave those in the comments below and I will do my best to incorporate some of those. That video will be out in about 2 weeks. But I wanted to make sure you knew that I was going to be using more of these products in more videos. I'm also going to try to do some shorts of these as well to highlight these over time. I didn't want to try to cram everything into one video and make it like 40 minutes long. But hopefully this video has been helpful. If it has, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so that you know when I come out with new videos. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment down below as to what you liked, the things that you would want to see in the future, and even future stores you may want me to go to. And check out my Instagram @MakerExperiment where I share things along the way. But I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.